Now, I don't know if YouTube has recommended a video to you that basically talks about a free review unit that they've received, focusing solely on how good the buttons and analog sticks are. Seriously, why? They don't delve into performance, screen quality, or sound, just the buttons. When you start seeing these kinds of peculiar videos, be wary. It often signals that something's amiss with the hardware. Meanwhile, many Asian reviewers who already have access to the device are expressing dissatisfaction with the analog sticks and buttons, describing them as overly clicky and with uneven travel. However, this video isn't about the buttons. It's about why you should think twice before pre-ordering the MSI Claw, as you might end up beta testing their subpar, overpriced, and potentially unfinished product. Let me explain why. Let's skip the gimmicks and focus on what truly matters to consumers' gaming performance. The MSI Claw stands as a prime example of the adage, "Don't judge electronics by its spec sheet." Whose quote is that? I'm not sure, but it's never been truer than in the tech niche over the past few years. Many people in Asia got early access to the device and conducted extensive tests, particularly comparing it with the ROG Ally, given that the MSI Claw appears to be an exact replica and was marketed as the best Windows handheld in the world. That was their justification for the steep price, but it's currently the worst handheld on the market. First off, all the prominent Asian reviewers are criticizing the Windows gaming interface, known as MSI Center M. It looks cheap, low-res at points, frequently crashes, and sometimes doesn't even respond to button presses. There are moments when you try to adjust the TDP, but the slider just won't budge, and the lowest TDP setting available is 20 watts. You can't go any lower. Is that why MSI equipped this device with a hefty battery? Partially, but as we'll discuss, the battery life turns out to be pretty much moot. Let's dive into the performance, but before we do, remember, we're talking about an $800 piece of equipment with the MSI Claw, while the ROG Ally priced at $499. Reviewers conducted tests on both the MSI Claw and ROG Ally, running Cyberpunk on the same settings. Despite the MSI Claw being plugged in with a 40 TDP setting and the ROG Ally restricted to 30 TDP, the average FPS on the MSI Claw fluctuated between 34 to 37 FPS, whereas the ROG Ally, at just 30 TDP, delivered 49 FPS. Further tests with Palworld yielded similar results, with the ROG Ally outperforming yet again. However, battery consumption on the MSI Claw was significantly higher than on the Ally, which is expected given its Intel chip known for higher power consumption. This explains the larger battery in the MSI Claw. It's not to extend your playtime, but to feed the power-hungry Intel chip. Even in semi-2D games like Dead Cells, the TDP consumption was at 10 TDP for the MSI Claw, while the ROG managed better frame rates at 8 TDP. While this might seem irrelevant for gamers, since 2D games like these can achieve high FPS, it highlights the inefficiency in the MSI Claw's design. People purchase these handhelds primarily for gaming. It's concerning when a product demands a premium price, yet fails to outperform a device that's a year older. And yes, some might argue these tests could have been conducted with outdated drivers, but the MSI Center app mandates all driver updates, ensuring tests were performed with the latest software. Considering there are two versions of this device, I'd strongly advise against opting for the lower spec model, which performs like a 3-year-old low-spec laptop. There's alarming feedback about the less expensive MSI Claw model. I'm rushing to release this video because I'm certain every tech reviewer with free review unit will soon be announcing that the MSI Claw is up for pre-order or available for purchase, accompanied by their affiliate links from which they'll earn commissions. Don't be swayed by these promotions, save your money. This product isn't great, there are far better options available. Wait for reputable US reviewers whose critiques don't resemble polished advertisements to give their assessments before considering a purchase. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention a surprising aspect. Despite Intel chip's notorious reputation as baking ovens, the heat isn't noticeable on your hands with this device. This could be due to improved cooling or the materials used. Reviewers noted that even when the chip reached 89 degrees, they didn't feel the heat on their hands, not even around the SD card slots. So that's something they got right. I'm not the biggest fan of Asus's product quality. While they innovate, their service is lacking, and their products often fail, usually just after the warranty expires. Personally, I steer clear of Asus products. However, the ROG Ally remains the top Windows handheld on the market, and surprisingly, it hasn't been plagued with customer complaints about its quality. You can find a new ROG Ally for around $450 if you snag a good deal. There's no need to be guinea pigs for a company that might as well use their cash as tissue paper. You, the consumer, have saved up for this handheld to recapture the joy and nostalgia of gaming, to bring back those carefree days of youth. You've worked hard for this, so don't rush into a pre-order. Wait for more reviews to come in. That brings us to the end of this video. If you liked what you saw, consider subscribing. I'd appreciate it. Have a great day ahead, and I'll see you guys soon.